Hello, my name is Jonathan Porch, and this is my capstone project for CSM 583 in the Interactive Technology program at the University of Alabama. So the purpose of this project was to create a series of open source training modules that will aid any organization in the rapid development of a NIST 800-16 compliant user security training program. My intent was to develop some modules that would use industry standard security practices, that would use existing open source material and content to avoid any complications with copyright or intellectual property, use of common delivery platforms for training so that they would be applicable and easily adaptable to most environments, minimal theming and branding, which will allow each and every organization to customize the content for their environment and to brand it with their organizational themes. And I wanted a peer review product that was reviewed by industry professionals, because that's the target audience that I'm developing these courses for, are for IT professionals and IT management that are looking to implement these with as little work as possible in customization. So I thought it was very important that my peer review process include those professionals so that they would have feedback going into the design of the project, as opposed to after all the work had already been done and then telling me what the shortfalls were. So some of the software that I used was Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, Microsoft Word 2010, Microsoft Learning Content Development System, and that is free product that's available from Microsoft, and I specifically used that to develop my SCORM compliant packages once the content was developed. Adobe Acrobat Standard, I used that to print out a digital copy of the slide deck so that they could be used by people that didn't possess Microsoft Office products. Google Sites is the website platform that the modules will be hosted on. Again, I use Google Sites to keep costs down and keep this an open source nonprofit adventure. And then I use Camtasia Studio 8 specifically in developing of the multimedia abstract. So let's take a look at the site real quick, and we'll do a quick view of that.
Here you can see our training site. We're going to begin by going to https://sites.google.com/site/FISMA training. I chose Google Sites so that the website would be low cost and remain open source. So here from the home page, we can see some of the background information about FISMA and the implementation of FISMA controls and NIST standards to federal contractors. I have cited some of the publications and guidelines like NIST 800-16 here and NIST 800-50 here for your reference. Here's a brief list of each of the things that every training module will contain, to include topical background information with enough detail to satisfy the users and administrator training requirements. I've included the original source documents from US CERT. If there's any question, then we could easily reference those original materials. That material does serve as a basis for each training module, so I thought it would be helpful to have the original documents included with the modules. The training itself, which is all user-focused slide presentations, I chose to use PowerPoint with notes, so those slide decks can be used for both classroom presentations or for an online presentation, either way. I've also included Adobe Acrobat printouts of those slide decks with the notes visible. For anyone that may not have PowerPoint, then all they need to have is Adobe Reader. And I've also chosen to publish the same content in a SCORM compliant package that users should just be able to download and to integrate in their learning management system. I included an assessment for each module, which includes just very simple 5, 6, 7 questions. Most of them are true-false, but there are some multiple choice in each module, just for variety. And then I also chose to include some awareness training for sustainment programs after users complete training. The awareness training will help them stay proficient and help them remember. So the 3 modules that we chose were password management, email scams and anti-phishing, and portable device security. All 3 of these modules were selected from the NIST 800-50 list of suggested topics, and I thought that they were the most applicable to the most number of organizations. So let's take a look at the password management module. When you go to the module itself, here you'll see background information, again the US CERT document that all the content was taken from. Here's the actual PowerPoint slide deck. Users can simply click on that and they can view all of the slide presentation. At the end of each slide deck, I did include a bibliographical slide just to kind of give some more information on the content documents that all the slides were taken from. If you click on the Adobe training, it's the exact same slide deck, but as you can see, the note slides are clearly visible for classroom presentation and for teachers' commentary. And then lastly, I included a SCORM compliant package that can be downloaded and ingested into any LMS system with relative ease. Under the assessments, just a very simple Word document format with the correct answer and a justification of why that answer is correct. And in case any students, or for that matter instructors, have questions about why I chose the assessment answers that I did. And then at the bottom, as I previously mentioned, there's just some posters and kind of open source content that I found that was available to help reiterate some of the points of the lesson. And most of these posters should be in sufficient resolution for high quality printing for poster sizes. So as you can see, I have a variety of very colorful presentations. That's password management. Let's look at the next module. It is going to be email scams and anti-phishing. You see the same basic format. We have the background information, we have the PowerPoint training, the Adobe training, and then the SCORM package along with assessment, and then some more awareness posters. And then the last module that's in the scope of this project is the portable device security. And again, the same format. We have background information from US CERT. We have the PowerPoint and Adobe training modules along with the SCORM package, and assessment, and then some reinforcement training. Under the contacts, I chose to list my contact information. There are links to my email address, my LinkedIn account, as well as my ePort if anyone wants to reach out and contact me with any further questions. I also listed, I think peer reviewing is a very important part of this process. I intended this site to be for the consumption of professionals, and I thought that it was very important that professionals be involved in the development. So I included just a brief background for their privacy. I didn't include anyone's name or contact info, but I did provide the background and some administrative information on all of my peer reviewers. So that concludes this presentation. Again, for more information, please feel free to check out the site at https://sites.google.com/site/FISMA training. Again, my name is Jonathan Porch. Feel free to contact me at my email address provided. Also, you can check out my blog at cyberbirmingham.wordpress.com. Thank you.